Now, you're probably wondering, why haven't I been streaming talking about what's going on in the music scene? Or probably not, considering there hasn't really been much going on since Playboi Carti dropped I Am Music. So today I just figured I'm gonna compile all the small news, even though some of it might seem bigger, but like we don't have much information, and we'll put it into one video like I'm on, I don't know, CNBC or Fox News. Call me the boss. But I've actually been working on this new Discord server where I'm gonna have a lot of other YouTube creators and hopefully Twitter influencers, Instagram, everything, so we can all like stream in one place, as well as have y'all in the conversations during live streams. So go check it out. It's not completely done yet, but I'm gonna put a link in the description. Hopefully I'll have more done so that y'all can't hack me by the time that this video drops. But anyway, to get started, Young Thug might actually be going back to jail because apparently he's violated his probation with the city of Atlanta. The Superior Court of Fulton County, which houses Atlanta in the state of Georgia, has submitted a motion to revoke his probation, basically meaning after he got released, he was only released on probation so that he could be outside in the living world and free based on probationary terms. But apparently he violated that, so now they're saying nah, like he's not okay to be outside. He needs to be back in jail with us. But if you ask me, they probably wanted it that way, or like they knew that in the national news it was such a big deal that Young Thug was being prosecuted by the Atlanta or Georgia Supreme Court, or sorry, Superior Court, and so they let him free knowing that he was going to somehow violate probation, or at least they would say that he did, so they could bring him back in jail and not look like bad people or against the Constitution. Because this is what they state that Young Thug did. They want to immediately revoke the probation of defendant Jeffrey Williams. The defendant has demonstrated a blatant disregard for the law, the safety of witnesses, and the integrity of judicial proceedings. The state submits that the defendant's continued presence in the community under probationary supervision prevents a clear and present danger to public safety and undermines the rules of law. And here are some of the examples that they claim that he did, which was pattern of intimidation and court undermining. This is not an isolated incident. It is part of a calculated campaign of intimidation, harassment, and misinformation designed to undermine the legal process. Social media has been used as a tool to manipulate public perception. So what I just said before, where like they were making Young Thug seem like the good guy, not saying he isn't, free thug always, but like the court knew what they were doing. They knew they were going to take him back. It's all 4D chess. Spread misinformation and instill fear. These efforts have also included attempts to exploit the court's perceived stance of disdain toward the state by referring to Your Honor as YSL White Taker. This ongoing manipulation of public perception through social media is intended to obstruct justice, silence witnesses, and threaten those who enforce the law. And I had to just quickly look up what Whitaker or White Taker meant. I assume it's some like racist term, because apparently it means like wheat fields or something that goes back into slavery. You know what? I'm just gonna avoid that conversation completely, okay? I'm done with that. Oh man, and they pulled up the receipts. On Tuesday, April 1st, 2025, Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug, so that was yesterday, or 2 days ago, I guess, since it's past midnight, but it's April Fool's Day. Come on, you can't take anything he says seriously. Amplified this act by reposting the image with the caption, "Marissa Vivrito is the biggest liar in the DA's office." This post quickly went viral, amassing over 2 million views with thousands of comments and retweets, many of which included direct threats to investigator Vivrito and her family. Yeah, this is a big no-no. When you're on probation, you gotta realize that they're gonna come after you for like the most minimal of things, and to go on social media, on Twitter, and literally like go at the people that threw you in jail in the first place, you're just asking to go back to jail. So as much as it's like free thug, at the same time, like he's low-key a dumbass for doing that. I can't get around it. As a direct consequence of these social media posts, she got doxxed. Her home address, her parents' home address, publicly posted. One posted, "If the hate is real, then pull up on her mama crib." Hours later, an additional post emerged threatening the assassination of the DA. Oh my God, yeah. So this is turning into like a whole January 6th type situation, I guess, in the rap game. But again, everybody, all of this was posted on April Fool's Day. So we can't take anything seriously that people are saying. It was just a joke, man. That's what I would say if I was Young Thug's lawyer. Like, Your Honor, it was April Fool's Day. Nobody was serious. What are you talking about? And you get the hammer, like, abstained. And here's the tweet in reference that Young Thug said, biggest liar in the DA office. You should have known, man. Rappers and just people in general who get out of court cases, they probably thought that like they got out free, as in they were considered innocent, but that wasn't necessarily the truth. It was probation. So he literally just threw himself in jail. I don't know how else to explain that. And in other bad news, we kind of knew this, I want to say a couple years ago, when I think even Playboi Carti and Homicide Gang and 5L or whatever, all of those gangs in Atlanta were being listed after YSL already got the RICO case. They were saying like Lil Baby, 4PF, Homicide, all these like cliques and gangs were next up. And so apparently one of the reporters that has been covering this Young Thug case and was correct about it, he was listing a lot of credible information during the court proceedings. He's now saying that Lil Baby is to be indicted with others very soon. Sean Hoover, who manages the Georgia Public Defender's Council's specialized unit on gang cases, says his office is actively preparing for a racketeering indictment on the 4PF and OMF cases, and that he expects Lil Baby to be indicted with others. Oh God. Well, at least, you know, Lil Baby is washed at this point. Like, I don't know if too many people care. Nah, I'm playing, but Jesus Christ, every rapper in Atlanta, I don't care if you haven't even stolen a chocolate bar from a 7-Eleven once in your life, you could be scot-free. You need to get out of there. Go fly to Dubai or Thailand or something. Go get preoccupied with lady boys or something, but it is not worth it to potentially get locked up with a RICO case. You do not want to mess with the feds. You saw Young Thug just got potentially arrested again for a tweet. One tweet. Yes, he's a public figure, so there's a lot of amplification, as the submission said, because he has a lot of influence. But still, if I was Lil Baby, I'd get a private jet and pull a White Lotus and just stay in Thailand for the rest of my life. Most of the money into accounts, you're good. You ain't gotta make more money anymore, bro. Even the 1% chance that you're sitting in jail for the next 10 years, no, not taking that. He already got 10 M's, you can live off that for the rest of your life. Go get yourself a lady boy, bro. And in other news, I didn't want to talk about this for a full video because I know all the NAV fans would get pissed at me for always coming at him. It's not that I hate his music, it's just that he always finesses or fudges the numbers, in that Playboi Carti and Ariana Grande are competing for the #1 album once again this week. Music against Ariana Grande. Last week, it was Selena Gomez versus Cardi. He's going against pop stans, and they're crazy. You know how it is. But he's winning by less than 1K units, specifically against Ariana. He beat Selena pretty bad, I want to say, last week. But look, everybody's cheating. Ariana Grande, 32K pure sales. So if we're just talking about streaming, Cardi got like 94, 95K. He's killing everybody. He's killing them. Ooh, he's killing them. But then Ariana Grande, look at that, 32 out of 94. What is that? 62K streaming. Man, get out of here, washed ass. Beep. But then we got NAV over here. And it's just embarrassing at this point. Like, dude, you're doing it to yourself. Like, okay, Lil Durk's #4, 67K, 1,300 pure album sales, respectable. He's in jail, so we can't really promote it all too much. He's making money while he's, you know, doing push-ups and writing more songs in jail. Like, all the power to him. No hate, that's decent numbers. But Nav, he got himself to #3 album this week, the first week of his album. 70,000 units. So he's beating Lil Durk. However, 55K pure. Rewind that. 55K pure out of 70,000. Bro, that means he sold 15,000 copies first week off streaming alone. Bro, like, that's net spend numbers, bro. Come on. Like, it's definitely respectable, I guess, if he could sell 55,000 pure album units off like CDs and merch, but how many times in the past, go look it up on Google and YouTube, how many times has he been caught up doing like finessing the merch bundles with like a V-Loan exclusive collab or something, or I don't know. They got the Black American Express card. They're swiping that shit away, buying themselves bundles so they can boost the numbers. 55K out of 70, like there should be like a threshold. Like you gotta have at least in my mind, you gotta have at least like 50% streaming versus merch bundles. Like Travis Scott usually does 50%, but he's hitting like 250 or 200 streaming and then 200 or 250 on pure bundles. But no, this is embarrassing, dog. Like he went back underground. This is bad. 15K stream. You know what? I'm done. I'm gonna be getting angry. In other news, we got Ken Carson, who's gonna obviously outsell NAV, but he's still dropping on the 11th of April. It's not April Fool's anymore, so no delays, he says on Twitter. Hell yes. So we got what? In a couple days. So we got a week and a half, or like a week and a day, depending on when you watch this video, but no delay. In addition to that, looks like some random ass kid in LA or something had a More Chaos snippet or leak, and he was playing it at some Airbnb at a pool, and now Ken Carson responded being like, where the fuck did this kid get my music? But the thing is, I don't know, he dogs himself though. I'm not gonna play it because it's gonna get copyrighted, but look at this dude. At least look menacing, bro. Like if you're a leaker, you gotta look the part. This just looks like you look like the backpack kid. It looks like he's about to start breakdancing and shit. And Ken was like, who the fuck is this? He also said some other tweets. Happy birthday to me. What the fuck? I don't know when his birthday is. Question mark. I'm excited to I don't even know. Ken Carson is ready to drop. Thank God. And this is exactly what I said about Baby Boy. Like Cardi's not going to drop before Baby Boy. But I also didn't think that he was going to drop I Am Music before Ken Carson, because I thought, you know, that might steal the hype. But now I feel like Ken Carson got ultra hype because now Cardi can post on his Instagram story and like he's the big dog now. So now his label's gonna get the spotlight. So they're too smart with it. Ken is gonna he's gonna sell potentially like, I don't know. Duty says 100K. I think like 75. I say 75. And just because we're talking about Ken, there's a new leak that came out where Uzi was on Hella, which was originally on Project X, which just shows that again Uzi is more involved in Ken Carson's career than even Cardi is. I know, you know, that's his big bro, but how do we have more Uzi collabs with Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely, officially and unofficially, like leaks, than the man that they're literally signed to? It doesn't make sense, but it's great to get this leak. I'm not going to play it again because it's going to get copyrighted and this label's going to try and take me down. But Hella is a banger, and Project X is still, if you ask me, his best album. But with all that being said, it's been your boy Bob Lamb signing off. Make sure to go check out the Discord. It's going to be popping now. I might actually have to become a full-time streamer where I stream more than 1.5 hours talking about news. I'm going to do some other shit. We gonna get lit in the Discord server, and I'm gonna be arguing with y'all. We'll have a little podcast. We might even have some virtual reality boxing or something. You know, I paid Jeff Bezos to make me a server. Not actually, but I'll see y'all on the server. And of course, make sure to like, subscribe, and all that. Peace out. Skirt, skirt.